Under the relentless desert sun, Androcles endures the agony of enslavement, his spirit crushed by the brutality of his master. The crack of the whip echoes across the barren landscape, each lash a stark reminder of Androcles' despair. Other slaves watch, their eyes wide with fear, their faces reflecting the ever-present dread of their own suffering. In the oppressive darkness of the slave cell, Androcles and his companions whisper fragile hopes, their voices barely audible. His face etched with resolve, Androcles clutches a stolen crust of bread, a symbol of defiance against their captivity. Androcles vows in hushed tones, desperation lacing his words. I must try, I cannot live like this any longer. Under the cloak of night, Androcles desperately escapes into the sprawling desert, the sands mirroring his despair. He stumbles, his parched throat a harsh reminder of the dwindling water as the desert's daunting expanse looms. Exhausted, Androcles stumbles to the forest's edge, his strength failing. He collapses beneath a tree, each breath a painful gasp. Weak and hungry, the sight of the forest ignites a flicker of hope within him. Deep within the forest, Androcles is startled by a sudden rustle. A magnificent lion emerges, its massive body burdened by pain. The king of beasts collapses near Androcles, emitting a soft, distressed whimper. Despite his fear, Androcles approaches the lion, his voice a gentle murmur of reassurance. He pulls the thorn free with a swift tug. The lion roars in relief, then licks Androcles' hand in gratitude. Androcles shuffles into the arena, sunlight blinding him, the roar of the Roman crowd deafening. The crowd's bloodlust washes over Androcles as he scans the faces, a grim acceptance settling on his features. A lion explodes into the arena, a predator unleashed. The beast halts, its savage charge broken by recognition. The lion affectionately nuzzles Androcles. The emperor, touched by the lion's loyalty, extends a pardon to Androcles. Side by side, Androcles and the lion exit the arena, their bond clear. The crowd roars, a symphony of cheers echoing through the Roman arena. Under the relentless sun of the Roman countryside, Androcles labors, his spirit yearning for escape. His master's disdainful gaze pierces his soul, fueling his desperate dreams of freedom. Androcles, a lone fugitive, stumbles through the relentless desert heat, his strength failing. Near a dark cave, exhaustion overcomes him, and he collapses, the depths of the cave echoing with a guttural roar. Driven by a surge of courage, Androcles cautiously ventures into the cave, where a magnificent lion suffers. A thorn lodged deep in its paw. Inside the dark cave, Androcles bravely approaches the massive lion, who patiently extends its injured paw. With gentle hands, Androcles carefully removes the thorn, bringing immediate relief to the majestic beast. The lion, now free from pain, affectionately licks Androcles' hand, cementing a bond of gratitude and friendship. Androcles, recaptured, is thrown into the arena, awaiting his grim fate. A magnificent lion paces restlessly, its eyes gleaming with primal intensity under the bright sun. The emperor watches from his box, his expression detached as the crowd's bloodlust fills the air. Dust billows as a massive lion bursts into the arena, its eyes locking onto Androcles. Instead of attacking, the lion lowers its massive head, gently nudging Androcles. Recognition dawns on Androcles' face as he spots a familiar scar above the lion's eye. Androcles recognizes the lion as his friend from the desert. Androcles kneels submissively before the emperor, his fate hanging in the balance. Nero the lion sits calmly beside Androcles, his eyes locked on the man. Androcles recounts his tale. "Your Majesty, I escaped my cruel master and fled into the wilderness. It was there I found Nero, suffering greatly from a thorn in his paw." Androcles, a free man, walks the streets, with Nero beside him. Children cheer and toss flowers, while merchants offer gifts. Androcles feels resentful stares from former masters and senators. In the peaceful courtyard of their new home, Androcles and Nero find solace, yet a shadow of vigilance lingers over Androcles. Despite the tranquility, Androcles remains alert, sensing unseen enemies plotting in the shadows. In the heart of the Roman arena, a thunderous roar erupts as Androcles, a weary slave, faces his grim fate. A colossal lion emerges, its shadow looming over the terrified slave. The senator leans in, his voice cutting through the din. There is an unusual connection between the slave and the beast. "Your Majesty." The crowd is captivated. The crowd falls silent as the lion approaches Androcles, a moment of tense anticipation filling the arena. Instead of attacking, the lion hesitates, recognition flickering in its eyes as it gently nudges Androcles. "It's all right, old friend," Androcles whispers, his voice barely audible in the vast arena. Androcles gently places his hand on the lion's head, their bond defying the expectations of the crowd. Guards cautiously descend into the arena as the lion allows them to lead Androcles and itself away. A testament to their unlikely friendship, Androcles kneels on the cold marble, his fate hanging in the balance before the imposing emperor. Beside him, the lion sits calmly, a powerful yet docile presence, observing the scene with knowing eyes. The emperor demands, "Explain this. Explain the unnatural bond between man and beast." Androcles recounts, "Great Emperor, I was a runaway slave. I fled into the desert to escape my cruel master. In that solitude, amidst the harshness of the desert, a friendship was forged, a bond of gratitude and mutual respect." Androcles concludes his story. and the emperor is moved by loyalty and compassion. The emperor frees Androcles and saves the lion, turning death into a celebration of friendship. Androcles and the lion stand side by side, their bond unyielding. Under the silent gaze of the moon, Androcles cradles Nero by the fire, their bond deepening in the quiet of the night. In the flickering firelight, Androcles whispers, "I owe you my life." His voice tinged with melancholy, Androcles reflects on the crowd's ignorance. Yet people still see only what they want to show, a miracle, not the truth. That you are more than a beast, and I, more than a servant. News of Androcles' selfless deeds reaches the emperor, leading to an unexpected summons for reward, not judgment. The emperor, amidst the court's grandeur, asks, "What would you ask of me? Gold, land, a place in my court?" Androcles, maintaining his humility, responds simply, "Only freedom to live in peace, and for Nero to roam as he pleases." The emperor gestures expansively toward the forest, marking a new beginning for Androcles. Overwhelmed, Androcles weeps tears of profound relief and gratitude. Nero, sensing the weight of the moment, unleashes a mighty roar that scatters birds into the sky. "There, you may live as you did before, but with dignity." Years later, Androcles stands beside his small wooden cottage, a testament to a life rebuilt in harmony with nature. Nero rests peacefully under a great oak, their bond deepening through shared hunts, fishing trips, and the cultivation of herbs. Travelers and scholars gather, drawn by the legend of Androcles and Nero, seeking wisdom and witnessing the extraordinary. It is not magic, it is mercy. The same mercy I showed when I pulled the thorn is the same he gives me every day. Androcles sits by the river bank, lost in the depths of painful memories. Nero approaches, nudging Androcles' hand, presenting a fish as an offering. Gratitude washes over Androcles, easing the shadows of his past.